Demonstrations in the meantime continue in California, where today President Trump did double down the number of National Guard troops being deployed to about 4,000, and the Defense Department is activating 700 Marines. But California Governor Gavin Newsom asked a federal judge for an emergency order to temporarily stop it, and the mayor of Los Angeles also called the move unnecessary.
Was not needed. The idea that the administration would usurp the authority of our state government, take it away from our governor, Gavin Newsom. The governor knows that if we put a request in for the National Guard and it went to him, he would comply.
Right now, Los Angeles would be burning just like it was burning a number of months ago with all the houses that were lost.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told lawmakers the military deployment to L.A. would last 60 days.
The protest and the response in L.A. have become a major focus in the New York City mayor's race.
Political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us once again with more on this angle of the story. Marcia?
Well, Christina and Jessica, it was topic A for Mayor Adams and the people who want to succeed him. But when Mayor Adams was asked about coping with protests, he said all he needs is the NYPD. But he also had some inside information from two top aides who played golf with the president just yesterday.
A lot of great deals have been made on the golf course.
Mayor Adams freely admitting that Deputy Mayor for Public Safety Kaz Daughtry and NYPD Chief of Department John Chell played golf with President Trump in New Jersey yesterday. But what he didn't talk about was the agreement they apparently hammered out. Sources telling CBS News New York that after calling out the National Guard and the military to deal with protests in Los Angeles, Donald Trump agreed it wouldn't be necessary to do it in New York, at least for now.
I don't foresee that. We have the best police department on the globe when it comes down to dealing with those who want to protest.
When I spoke to Andrew Cuomo, he didn't think much of the agreement.
I hope they had a nice golf game, because that's all they had. President Trump is going to do what suits President Trump. President Trump has already made a deal with this mayor that we know very well. The mayor is going to be cooperative with ICE.
As several of the mayoral contenders tried to roll out plans to deal with the immigration protests and Donald Trump's response, Cuomo called for a 6-point plan that includes identifying public spaces where protests can be held safely and pre-positioning the NYPD to deal with any disturbances. What do you want to do?
Be ready here in New York, and let's be smart. They're going to send in ICE in New York. They are going to do things that are illegal and unconstitutional. But let's not overreact.
Zohran Mamdani says he's going to be ready to deal with Trump if he gets elected mayor.
What we deserve in this moment is a mayor who can look that authoritarianism in the eye and not see a reflection of themselves. A mayor who has a plan to not just call it what it is, but to stand up and fight back.
Mamdani called for hiring more lawyers to represent immigrants in court, and Comptroller Brad Lander also says lawyers are a must.
40% of New Yorkers are immigrants, are foreign-born. 50%, half of New Yorkers, live in mixed-status households, including 1 million children. We are talking about the future of New York City, and every day what Trump does expands jeopardy to cover so many of them.
Now, the debate about what to do about immigration arrests and the protests they spawn will likely continue for some time. Guys?
Are you getting any sense of how Mayor Adams might respond if President Trump tries to send the National Guard here to New York City the way he's doing in L.A.?
Well, you know, the mayor was asked about that about 82 times in his press availability today. But what he said was he actually had a conversation with Governor Cuomo, with Governor Hochul yesterday, talking about the possibility. And he told her he didn't think that the National Guard was necessary. He said there are other options. Now, of course, he touts the abilities of the NYPD, but he says there are other law enforcement people that can come to the aid of New York. And I guess he's talking about, you know, other localities around New York, police from Suffolk, police from Westchester, and others that could come in to help if there's a necessity. You know, New York has mutual aid pacts with people all around, not only in New York, but in Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New Jersey, and others. There's plenty of other law enforcement people that could come here.
And the underlying factor, once again, when we return to this topic, is without immigrants in the city cannot run.
Well, I mean, that's really true, because as Brad Lander was talking about, 40% of the people in New York City are immigrants, and they do a lot of important jobs, including in the healthcare field and taking care of people at home.
Yeah, Marcia Kramer, thank you.
Okay.
As the situation develops in Los Angeles and here in the tri-state area, stay with CBS News New York. We'll keep you updated on the latest protests and also the federal response.